Hi everybody, so this is my very own Instant Pot. After careful consideration and watching tons and tons of videos on YouTube, I finally found a great deal on Prime Day on Amazon and I had to get it. So once I opened the box, the first thing I did was actually wash everything with soap and water, everything that was washable. So it's going to be the lid, the ring underneath the lid, and also the strainer on the right hand side, as well as, of course, the stainless steel inner pot. Once you have everything dry, you want to try and fill it with some water to test it and also to sterilize it. So what I did was fill it to about 3 cups with just regular tap water and make sure that I wipe the bottom of the pot dry before I put it into the Instant Pot. And then what you're going to do is take the lid, put it in. You're going to make sure you got to put it in the right place. See, it fits all the way in. And then you're going to give it a little twist until it locks. If you tug on it, it shouldn't come off, and that's when you know that it's locked. Then you're going to plug the plug into the wall outlet. And then you should hear a beep, like that. And then you should also see on the display it says off, because it's waiting for you to give it a command. Before you do anything, you want to make sure that the steam release, which is this right here, is set to sealing position, which is pushed backwards. See, in the front it's venting, in the back it's sealing. You also want to make sure that the float valve right there is all the way down. That means there's no pressure in the pot. And then that's when you want to start. So then you're going to go back to the display, and what you're going to do is hit steam. And if you hit steam, you're going to get a number 2 here. If you're using this for the first time, you might actually get a 10 because the default steam is 10 minutes. I had pressed it earlier, so it defaulted to 2. And then you're going to hear the beep and it turns on. This is when the pot is going to start cooking. It's going to take a few minutes for the pot to get pressurized and then start the cooking process. So I will come back in about 10 minutes to check and see how things are going. When it's done, it should automatically go into the keep warm position. So there's no worry for you to rush back here and make sure that it's done. But we'll come back in about 10 minutes. So it's been about 10 minutes, maybe 8 minutes, and then I see the display now says 2. So I think the pot has come to pressure and the 2 minutes is going to count down. So once the first minute is up, it'll be 1, and then it should go into keep warm mode. Now at this point, you do not want to touch the top of the pot because it's going to be very, very hot. So what I'm going to do is leave it alone for now and then be back in about 2 minutes. So after the 2 minutes, there was a succession of beeps to let me know that the cooking is now completed. And what's happening now is it's now on keep warm mode. If you can see, the machine automatically switched itself to keep warm. And there is a clock that starts to count up, which is the natural release time. Typically, you would want to leave it at natural release just so that all the pressure in the pot releases itself before you pop the lid off. If you get impatient or if you just want to do a quick release, you can use the lever on the top. Just be really careful because, as you can see, the float valve is all the way at the top, so it is completely pressurized inside this pot. So what I'm going to do is leave it to naturally release for a few minutes, and then I'm going to try and use the quick release. So I will be back in 5 minutes. 6 to 7 minutes have passed already, and I can see that the float valve is still way at the top, so there's probably still a lot of pressure in there. And just so that I could see what really happens when I hit the quick release, I'm going to do a manual quick release. Before you do that, I suggest you get some kind of mitten glove or at least a towel, because the steam coming out is going to be super hot and you do not want to put your fingers or your face anywhere near this valve. So what you're going to do is take the valve and flip it to venting, which is pull it forward towards yourself. That's the steam, and there goes the steam if you can hear it. And it's going to keep doing that until you see the foot valve on the side of it go all the way down. Now if you don't want it spraying everywhere, you can take a towel and just put it over it. Oh, there you go. Put it right over there, sort of just to keep it less loud and safer. And that should take a significantly less amount of time than the natural release. And you can already hear the steam is slowing down just a bit. What you also want to do is make sure that you hit this keep warm cancel button so that you turn off the machine while it's releasing the steam. And as you can see, the steam has pretty much gone all the way out of the pot. If I take the towel away and then you look, if you heard that tiny little pop, that would be the float valve going down. So now you're actually going to be able to open the Instant Pot. Of course, still be very, very careful because the steam is still very, very hot. And what you want to do is just turn the handle, or if you want to use a towel, just to make sure that you don't burn yourself. And it'll play this lovely melody. And then if you pop it off, make sure it's away from your face. And there's going to be a little bit of water, especially if you're steaming. Make sure you drip all the water back into the pot or hold it upside down so that you don't scorch yourself with the hot water. You can put the pot down. As you can see, the water inside is now at a full boil. What you can also see is that there isn't a very significant amount of water that has evaporated. Because everything is cooked under pressure, it seems like all the water pretty much stays in the pot, which is why you really don't need a lot of liquid when you're cooking with this Instant Pot. So there it is. I have successfully boiled my first pot of water using my new Instant Pot. So thank you for watching, and just be careful, enjoy your recipes, and I'll see you again soon. Bye!